Om Shanti. Very good morning to one and all. Today we will go through Abhyakt English Murli, that is 27 September 2020. Baba is telling, be constantly loving. Heading है सदा के स्नेही बनो. Be constantly loving. Today, the Father, the ocean of love, has come to meet his loving children. The spiritual love makes every child an easy yogi. This love is an easy way to forget the whole of the old world. This love is the only powerful means to make every soul belonging to the Fathers. Love is the foundation of Brahmin life. Love is the basis of the all sustenance needed to create a powerful life. All the elevated souls who have arrived personally in front of the Father have come here on the basis of their own love. You come flying here with the wings of love and become resident of Madhuban. Bab Dada was seeing all you loving children, how all of you are loving, but what is the difference between you? Why do you become number-wise? What is the reason for this love? All of you are loving, but some of you are constantly loving, whereas others are just loving. And the third category of those who fulfill the responsibility of love according to the time. Bab Dada saw these three types of loving children. Very nicely, Baba explained three kind of loving children. Number one, because those who are constantly loving are merged in love, they are always beyond having to make any effort or experiencing difficulty. Neither do they have to make effort, nor do they experience anything to be difficult, because they are constantly loving. The element of nature and Maya become their servant from now on. That is the constantly loving soul. Become the master, therefore the element of nature and Maya automatically become their servant. So those children are called constantly loving, the number one children. The number one loving children. The element of nature and Maya do not have the courage to make constantly loving soul use their time and thoughts for them. Every moment and every thought of constantly loving souls is for remembrance of the Father and for doing service. This is why Maya and the element of nature know that such constantly loving children can never be dependent on them, even in their thoughts also. They are souls who have a right to all powers, right to all virtue. The stage of constantly loving soul is praised as those of who belongs to the one Father and none of the other. The Father is their world. Only the Father means Bab Dada is their whole world. So these are the number one children on love. Then Baba is explaining on second number children. Second type. The loving souls definitely remain loving, but because they are not constant, their thoughts and though them their love sometimes goes in other direction. In transforming themselves every now and again, they experience having to make effort, and sometimes they experience difficulty. But very little, whenever there is a subtle attack of Maya, attack from the element of nature or the Maya, then they, because of love, they have remembrance very quickly and very quickly transform themselves with their power of remembrance. However, some of their time and their thoughts are used in overcoming the difficulty, and in making that effort, sometimes their love become ordinary, and at other times they remain absorbed in love. There continues to be a difference in their stage. Nevertheless, not too much of their time or their thought is wasted. This is why, although they are loving, they are not constantly loving, and they therefore become the second number. That's why they are second number. Although they are loving, but they are not constantly loving. They may fluctuate on the nature, element and maya. So these children are categorized as a second type. Now Baba is explaining the third type of children on love. The third type are those who fulfill the responsibility of love according to the time. Such soul believe that true love cannot be received from anyone except the one Father, and that the spiritual love will make you elevated for all time. They have total knowledge, that is understanding, and they still love just this life of love. However, because of not having controlling power due to their attachment to their own bodies or sanskar, or attachment to a particular world sanskar, attachment to the sanskar of a person or possession, or to a sanskar of having waste thought, they carry a burden of waste thought, or because they lack the power of the gathering, they are unable to be successful in a gathering. A situation in the gathering finishes their love and pulls them towards itself. Some of them always become disheartened very quickly. 1 minute they could be flying very high, but if you look at them the next minute, they would be disheartened even with themselves. The sanskar of becoming disheartened with themselves does not allow them to be constantly loving. Some type of sanskar attract them towards situation or nature. They get into an upheaval, but then because they experience love and love the life of love, they are nevertheless able to remember the Father. They try to become merged in the Father's love once again. So because of coming into upheaval according to the time and the situation, they sometimes have remembrance and sometimes are betting, because they spend a greater part of their lives betting. The life of being absorbed in love are then less in comparison. This is why they take the third number. Nevertheless, to be in the third number compared with all the souls of the world would still be said to be extremely elevated, because they have recognized the Father. They have recognized the selfless, unconditional love from one Father they will get. They belongs to the Father and the Brahmin family. They are at least called the most elevated Brahmin souls, the Brahma Kumar and the Brahma Kumaris. This is why in comparison to the world, even they, the third type, are loving soul also. However, in comparison to perfection, they are the third number. So, all are loving, but number wise. The number one constantly loving soul are constantly like lotus flower, detached and extremely loving to the Father. Loving souls are detached and loving, but they are not powerfully victorious like the Father. They are not absorbed in love, but are loving. The special slogan is, I belongs to you and I will remain yours. They constantly continue to sing the song. Nevertheless, they have love and they therefore remains 80% safe. However, there is still the word sometimes that comes in between. The word constantly is not used about them. The third number souls, because of repeatedly having to connect their love, also continue to make promises with love. that it from today I'll become like this, from now I'll do this, because they know the difference. They make promises and they make effort, but one particular sanskar or other does not allow them to remain lost in love. An obstacle brings them down from their stage of being lost in love. Therefore, the word constantly cannot be used about them, because they are sometimes like this and at other times like that. They still have one particular weakness or other. Such souls have very sweet heart to heart conversation with Bap Dada. Sweet heart to heart conversation with Bap Dada. They demonstrate having a lot of right. They say the direction is from you, but you can also do it for us, and I will attain the reward of that. They say with love and a right, since you have made me belongs to you, it is now up to you. The father says, the father knows, but the child should at least accept it. However, those children say with a right, whether I accept it or not, you will have to accept me as I am. So the father still feels mercy for such children, because they are Brahmin children after all. Therefore, he also gives special power through the instrument souls. However, some do take their power and transform themselves, whereas others, even though they receive power, they remain so lost in their own sanskar that they are unable to imbibe that power. If you give something nourishing to someone to eat and he does not eat it, what would happen? The father gives special love, and some do gradually become powerful and change from the third type of soul to the second type. However, because some of them are very careless, they are unable to take as much as they should. All three types of children are loving children. They all have the title of being loving children, but they are number wise. Today's selected questions and answer from the Abhyakt Mulli. Number 1 question: what is the special virtue, decoration and treasurer of a Brahmin life? What are the special virtue which is going to be decorated from your life to your life and treasurer of Brahmin life? Answer: contentment. When something is loved, you never leave that loved one things. Contentment is a speciality, and it is a special mirror for transformation in Brahmin life. Where there is contentment, there is definitely happiness there. If there is no contentment in Brahmin life, then that is an ordinary life. So if you are content, that is called Brahmin life. Then number 2 question: what are the specialities of those who are jewels of contentment? Those souls who are called as a jewels of contentment, what are the speciality and quality of those souls? Now those who are jewels of contentment never become discontented with themselves and with other souls, with their own sanskar or with the influence of the atmosphere. They never say, I am content, but others are making me discontent. No matter what happens, jewels can never let go of their speciality of contentment. Then third question, Baba is asking, what are the signs of those who are always content? Very good question. What are the signs? Now those who always remain content are automatically loved by everyone, because contentment makes you loved by the Brahmin family. Number 2, others try to bring contented souls close to them and also want them to cooperate in an elevated task. Number 2 quality. Number 3, the speciality of contentment itself make you a golden chancellor for a tax. Such souls do not need to say or think about anything. Number 4, contentment itself enables there to be harmony with everyone, natures and everyone's sanskar. Contented souls are never afraid of anyone's nature of sanskar. Number 5. Everyone loves such souls with their heart. They are worthy of receiving everyone's love. The introduction of such souls is their contentment, and each one's heart's desires would be to talk to such souls and to sit with them. Number 6. Contented souls are constantly conqueror of Maya because they are obedient and always stay within the line of the codes of conduct. So they recognize Maya from a distance. Then next question, why are you not able to recognize Maya at the right time, and why are you repeatedly deceived by her? Maya. Answer. The reason for not recognizing Maya is that you do not always follow the Father's elevated direction. Sometimes you follow them and sometimes you do not follow them. Sometimes you remember him and sometimes you do not remember him. Sometimes you have zeal and enthusiasm and sometimes you do not. You do not always stay within the line of the direction, and so Maya deceives you at that time. Maya has a lot of power of discernment, and she sees when you are weak, and so through that weakness she makes you belongs to her. The door of Maya to enter is weakness. Okay. The next question, what is the easy way to become a conqueror of Maya? Then Baba is telling, constantly stay with the Father. To stay with him means automatically to stay within the line of code of conduct. You will then be freed from having to make effort to become free from each vice individually. When you stay with him, then as is the Father, so are you. You will automatically be colored by his company, and so do not let go of the seed or try to cut the branches. Today I have become a conqueror of lust. The next day I have to become a conqueror of anger. No, constantly be victorious. Simply keep the seed with you, and the seed of Maya will be burnt in such a way that no trace of it will remain. So today Baba gives us blessing. While we are receiving blessing, put your hand on the above your head and visualize that Bap Dada's hand is on your head. Then you say with me, may you be a merciful world benefactor who gives courage and enthusiasm to every soul. Baba is saying, may you be a merciful world benefactor who gives courage and enthusiasm to every soul. हर आत्माओं को हिम्मत उल्लास दिलाने वाले रहम दिल विश्व कल्याणकारी भव. रहम दिल, मर्सीफुल, विश्व कल्याणकारी वर्ल्ड बेनिफैक्टर, एंड उमंग उत्साह दिलाने वाले करेज एंड एंथुजियाज्म टू एवरी सोल. Explanation. Never say to a weak soul in the Brahmin family, you are weak. Don't say like that, you are weak. Constantly let good words for every soul emerge from the lips of you merciful world benefactor children. Not words which would dishearten everyone, no matter how weak some may be, even if you have to give them a signal or teaching. First of all, make them powerful and then give them the teaching. First of all, plug the field with courage and enthusiasm, and then sow the seed. And each seeds will then easily bear a fruit. By doing this, the service of world benefactor will become the first. So the world benefit will become very first. How Baba is telling, now first of all, plow the field with courage. You first plow the field with the instrument of your courage and enthusiasm, then sow the seed. Then after that you see that each seed will then easily bear a fruit. By doing this service of world benefit, you will become the first. Then now today's slogan, Baba is saying, take blessing from the Father and experience being constantly full. Take blessing from the Father and experience being constantly full. बाप की दुआएं लेते हुए सदा भरपूरता का अनुभव करो. ओम शांति. Have a good day. God bless you.